I want to talk about something very close to my heart today. I call it the silent whispers of disease. I grew up in a family of doctors. My father, my sister, my aunts, my uncles, all are in the medicine field. And growing up, I often heard sentences like, "This cannot be healed. This is incurable." But somewhere inside me, a quiet question kept whispering. If a disease can be created in the body, can it be recreated back to health? That curiosity became my journey. I never rejected medicine. Never. Doctors are deeply important, their work is sacred. But I felt there was another layer we weren't fully listening to. So I began exploring first with myself, with modalities like Reiki, pranic healing, Shinkong, yoga, access bar, etc., etc. And each modality showed me something very beautiful. But when I stepped into theta healing, something shifted deeply inside me. It didn't just explain the disease, it explained life itself. Why patterns repeat, why healing happens for some and not for others, why we experience what we experience. And over the last 15 years, through medical intuition, biodecoding, and theta healing, one truth became very clear to me. We cannot heal someone who is not ready to be healed from within. And this is very important. Sometimes a person says, "I want to heal," but inside they may be holding on to an identity as a sick person, unresolved anger or grief, loyalty to family suffering, fear of change, fear of losing attention, or even guilt about being healthy. For example, someone with chronic pain may unconsciously believe, "If I heal, no one will care for me anymore." Or someone with cancer may carry a deep story like, "I have lived for everyone else. Now my body is saying no more." Someone with autoimmune diseases may be at the war with themselves, years of self judgment, criticism, suppressed emotions. And sometimes the want to heal itself is blocked. And I say this with deep humility. Sometimes death itself is the healing, not a failure, not a punishment, but a release the soul chooses. Even then, when a person enters surrender, when they are willing to look within, when they allow vulnerability, when they are ready to feel what was shut down long ago, healing happens miraculously. We have experienced this in our own sessions with our clients. Instantly, they have healed from many diseases like diabetes, thyroid, um, lupus, many things, even lower back pain, which is sciatica nerve related. So one of the biggest realization I have had in this journey is that I'm not the one who is healing. The healer is not healing anyone. The person heals themselves when they align with the source energy, when they remember their original healthy blueprint. We are simply facilitators, holding space, asking the right questions, listening deeply. This is why I'm starting this series, small episodes on different diseases, not to diagnose, not to create fear, but to offer a gentle peek into the emotional and energetical roots so people can look within, shift something inside, and choose support from healers like us or from our beautiful students who are doing incredible work. And let me say this clearly, okay? Medicine and healing can work together. Interestingly, many doctors are now sitting in our classes, open, curious, and compassionate, integrating this wisdom into their work. When their intention is good for the world, we drop our ego. We drop the right and the wrong. and we open to all possibilities that serve healing. And I'm deeply grateful to my parents, my family, my teachers, my fellow facilitators, my students who trusted me, and my clients who allowed me to witness their journey. And one last very important thing: never experiment with any healing modality without trust. Whether it is allopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, herbal medicine, or any energy healing, trust is the foundation. Your belief shapes your experience. Your faith activates the medicine. So I personally honor all paths of healing because healing is not about the method, it is about alignment. This is just the beginning. We will listen to the body, to its silent whispers, and allow them to guide us back to wholeness. The body never betrays us, it only speaks when we stop listening. I'm sharing this from my own experience and deep listening. And if this resonates with you, you can choose to subscribe and let's continue listening to the body's whispers together. Thank you.